guys, what's up? Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. What's going on? I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for me to film this video, and I wanted to wait till Vlogmas just so I can get a video in for this and just have it ready. I first and foremost want to say this is part 1 of 2 videos. In this video, I'm going to be telling you guys about my experience with being on Nexplanon, the birth control that's in my arm, for about 3 years now. I'm just going to tell you guys everything that I went through. I also asked you guys on Instagram if you guys had any questions about my type of birth control, anything that you guys wanted to know, and I'm going to answer some of those questions as well. Part 2 of the video is actually happening tomorrow, so that'll be the next video that you guys see. I'm getting it taken out, and obviously you guys read by the title, I hate my experience with it. I've hated it. Tomorrow, the big day, I'm getting it taken out. I'm gonna try to film the entire thing. Before we get into today's video, if you haven't already, give this video a huge thumbs up. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, hit the little bell icon down below to get notified every single time post a new video. So for those of you who are new to this channel, or at least relatively new, my name's Anicia, his name's Devontae, her name's Juliet, his name's Sire, and this is the Life of Us vlogs, where every day it's more.
If you won't give it to me, I'ma take it.
Merry Christmas.
Alright guys, so as you guys read by the title, this is gonna be a pretty lengthy video. As you guys read by the title, this video is gonna be pretty juicy. Not really, but actually no, it might be. So get yourself something to eat and don't walk away. So I first got on Nexplanon when I was 16 years old. I was 16 years old. It was actually my 16th birthday that I got it. It was May 4th, 2016. I remember walking in when I handed the lady my like insurance card or something. She was like, "Oh, it's your birthday today." And I was like, "Oh yeah." And she was like, "Well, happy birthday. Is this your mom's gift to you?" And I was like, "Listen, bitch." But I was just like, oh, what the fuck? But yeah, it was funny. Whatever. And actually the day that this is supposed to come out of my arm is 2019, May 4th, so on my birthday again when I'm 19. If you guys don't know, Nexplanon is a type of birth control that goes into your arm. It's like this big. It's a little like bendy type of, just like a little bendy straw thing that drips medicine in you for as long as it's in you, and helps you not get pregnant. So yeah, the one I got, I can leave it in for 3 years. I heard that recently it just got approved for 4 years, but no, not gonna do that. If you guys didn't know what it was, that's what it is. If you want more information on it, go ahead and Google everything yourself, because I'm just gonna spill tea on it. I'm not gonna even give it no type of good ratings. With the questions on Instagram, I'm gonna answer them with my experience. I'm not gonna answer them with everyone's experience, because when I did my research on this birth control, when I realized, okay, something's not right with myself, I saw thousands and thousands of reviews of people that just absolutely hated it, and they got it taken out, and they experienced all of, if not almost all of the same things that I've experienced and all this stuff. But then there were a few in there that was like, this is amazing, I love this birth control, I recommend it to everyone. So it does work for some people, but it also doesn't work for some people. So that right there goes to show everybody's body is different. So I'm not going to tell you to not try it. I'm just saying that it didn't work for me. So a lot of the question that I'm seeing is, does it cause you to gain a lot of weight? So before I had my daughter, I was 115 pounds maybe. Then I had my daughter, I gained a lot of weight, and I weighed 160 pounds by the end of my pregnancy. Yeah, I gained a lot of weight. Then after I gave birth, I didn't get on birth control right away, but 2 months after I gave birth, I dropped all the weight that I had gained, and I went back to weighing 115. Maybe it was 120, but it was around like 115, 120. So then I stayed my regular weight, nothing happened. My daughter was about maybe like 5 months old when I got birth control. Maybe actually a little bit older when I actually got on birth control. From then and now, I've had it for almost 3 years now. I've gained, I don't know, I weigh 141 now. So I guess you can say yes, I've gained weight, but then I also got in a new relationship with Devontae, obviously, so maybe that's why I gained weight too, because he was always taking me out to eat and still does. But I don't know, honestly, I think so. I would say so, because it doesn't run in my family to be like on the thicker side. Majority of us are all like really skinny, so for me to be getting a little bit thickums, I don't know if that's the birth control or if that's just me being a farras or whatever. I don't really know. I guess yes, for me it did. Yeah, I gained weight. Someone said, "You pregnant?" No girl, I ain't pregnant. Someone said, has it moved at all while in your arm? I've heard a lot of scary stories about this birth control, particularly like dropping, or it gets lost in people's arm. People can't feel it after a few months of having it. And that is scary. I don't know what y'all did or what your guys' doctor did, but that is scary, and I would freak out if I could not feel it anymore. But no, mine is actually, I don't know if this isn't gonna go up, but mine is actually right here. I can still feel mine. You can actually kind of see it when I flex. Like, everything is still there. I feel it. It doesn't burn me, it doesn't itch me, it never did. Everything was fine when I first got it, with it moving around and everything like that. So now let me just jump into why I want to get this birth control out. Just recently is when I started like actually looking into things, like, why is certain things happening to me? Why is my anxiety the way it is? Why is my temper the way it is? Like, what's going on? I started looking into it, and I was kind of like really blown away, because I was like, what the hell? Like, it's the birth control. Like, all of this is happening because of the birth control that I'm on. Once I figured that out, it then came time for me to think like, okay, am I gonna just stick through this and get it out whenever it's time to get it out and then go to a different birth control? Or do I even want to be on birth control anymore? What's gonna happen? After months, literally, of thinking about this, I finally came to the conclusion that I'm getting it taken out, which you guys will see in the next video. Now, with that comes a lot of responsibility, because not only am I getting this birth control taken out, but I'm not getting on another birth control. I just think that it's just not worth it. Like, everything that I'm going through, everything that I've been going through, like, it's so not worth it. All the reviews that I've seen on YouTube and online of just people saying, like, you know, everything that it made them, everything that this birth control has done, like, in bad ways, is like, it's crazy. And then people are like, yeah, and I got it taken out, and like a week later I was like, I was happy, I was energized, and I didn't feel that disgustingness anymore. Like, and I'm like, oh my God, please give that to me. Like, you guys, oh, there's so much things wrong with me that I'm looking at now, and I'm like, it's because of the birth control, it's because of the birth control, it's because of the birth control. Like, so many things, to where back then, when all this stuff was first happening to me, I didn't think anything of it. When I was first on this birth control, one of the first things that caught my eye, and I should have gotten it taken out once that started happening, but I was just dumb, I didn't think about it, was my period didn't stop. I'm not joking with you guys when I say I had a period for 8 months straight. 8 months. That's almost a year, you guys. It might have even been 9 months, but I'm not over exaggerating. I counted every day, I counted every month, and it was non-stop. It would stop for maybe 2 days, maybe that, and then it would come right back, and I would be like, oh my God. And after like 2 months, I want to say, or like a month and a half, I called my doctor and was like, is this supposed to be happening? Like, what's going on? And he was like, it's perfectly fine, like, everyone experiences that, it's gonna stop, don't you worry about it, it's gonna stop, like, da da da. So I was like, okay, like, he's a doctor, he's right, he said it's gonna stop. So I left it in, obviously, and my period did not stop. I called him again a few months later, I was telling him, and he's like, it's normal, don't freak out about it happens to everyone that gets on it. Funny thing, it doesn't happen to everyone that gets on it. So the way I found out about this birth control was from one of my aunts, and she had told me that when she got on it, her period completely stopped, and like, it worked out great for her and everything. That was one of the main reasons why I wanted this. I don't want a period. So I was like, okay. So when this was happening to me, I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Mind you, I don't have a heavy period. I've never had a heavy period. I've always just had like a regular one. Kind of more so on the light side. I've always just had a light period. But still, like, I don't want to be on my period for 8 months straight. Who wants to do that? TMI, but in the beginning of mine and Devontae's relationship, we hardly did anything sexual because I was always on my period, and it sucked, like, really, really bad. After a few months, I think maybe it was like 3 months into being with Devontae, that's when my period, like, it stopped, like, the continuousness. I don't know, but it stopped coming every single day. And then my period got regular to where it was coming once a month, 3-4 days, I was off of it. So my period is currently still like that, thank God. It doesn't just pop up out of nowhere now. So while I was on my period for all that long in the beginning of me having this birth control, I want to say that the reason I didn't think like, oh, my temper was bad or my anxiety was bad or anything like that was because at the time, I was actually with my ex. And I was in a really, really toxic relationship, like really, really bad. It was just really, really bad, just being like heartbroken and leaving that whole relationship, it really like weighed on me a lot. And I get it, like, you know, I had a kid with this person. It was, you know, obviously I'm gonna hurt. But I'm not that type of person. Like, I feel like I could have moved on and did a lot better if I didn't have this birth control. Now, I'm saying that looking back at it now, because at the time, as like I said, I didn't think it was the birth control. I was just like, this is me. I'm in my feelings. I'm crying for everything. Like, I thought that that was just me, but no, it wasn't. So that's why I didn't think about it then. After I left that relationship, I had moved away. I was living with my grandparents. Well, I've always lived with my grandparents, but I was living with my grandparents in a new house. I could not be at that house alone. So when I used to live with my grandparents, they worked really, really early in the morning. I'm talking like 5, 6, 7, around that time. And then my uncle at the time that was staying with us as well, he would leave to school at like 6 something in the morning, sometimes 5, like, because he had to catch the bus and all this stuff. I did not wake up at that time. I woke up at like 10, 11, 9, 10, 11, around that time. And when I would get up and they wouldn't be there, I would be like, whoa, like, where's everyone at? Like, I did not like being there alone. I mean, I have like a couple of reasons why I didn't like being there alone specifically, but we won't get into all that. But either way, my anxiety was really, really bad when I was alone. So right away I would call them and be like, when are you guys coming back? Like, why didn't you guys tell me you were leaving? And like, they would be like, we're on our way back. Don't trip. Like, we know you're gonna freak out. That's why we knew how to time this. We knew to be back by this time once you woke up, blah, blah. Yeah, so that would happen. I couldn't be there alone. So my anxiety was like to here. At the time, I had like sleepless nights. I did, but I feel like it was just because I just wasn't tired. Like, I just wouldn't go to sleep. I was never like scared or thinking like, oh, somebody's gonna break in the house or this or that. Like, no, it was just like, I was just wanted to stay up and watch a movie. Like, that was just the way it was for me at that time. So then I moved into my apartment. Now, when I moved here with Devontae, it was like a whole shift into like everything. Like, I don't know if it was like my body, like my feelings were so excited, like, yes, I'm moving in with Devontae and, you know, we're gonna start like our family and all this stuff. I don't know if it was that or I don't know what it was, but it was like a switch in my body to where my body was automatically just like over exaggerated about everything. Mind you, it still is. I'm still going through this until I get this thing taken out. Every single night, I can't sleep. My temper with Devontae is like really, really bad. Oh my God, I do not like talking about this. My temper with Devontae is really, really bad. I like almost anything can set me off. And my patience are so little, and I'll fight it sometimes, and I'm like, no, don't freak out about that, stay calm, and like, I'll stay calm, and then something's like, nope, and I'll flip, and that's just how it is, and I don't understand why. Well, I obviously do. It's you know, my hormones going crazy because of the birth control and all this stuff, and I get that. I'm so scared of everything. Like, I thought I was scared of being alone a lot at my grandparents' house. Here, never. I cannot be alone here. I'm constantly thinking like somebody's gonna get in the apartment somehow. This apartment is decked with cameras, security system. It's everything, okay? But I still don't feel safe. I can have my daughter sleep with me in my room, shut my room door, lock it, turn the cameras on, turn the alarm system on, everything's on, and I will still be in the room like, all right, let's do this. Like, and I stay up till like 5 or 6 in the morning every single night. If you guys watch my anxiety video, it'll be up here somewhere. Then you guys know that I talked about how bad my anxiety has gotten. For right now, I think that it is my birth control. I think that it is fully and 100% my birth control, because from when I was little, I can remember having anxiety. I can remember it. But it was never, ever like this. It was never the way that it is now. I've been through so much crap, but I just still feel like I just don't think that I should be over exaggerating this much, because me and Devontae will get into an argument. Like, Devontae, okay, let me give you guys an example. Devontae will try to tickle me. I don't like being tickled. He knows that from when we first got together. I don't like being tickled. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's cute. Don't tickle me. And he will try to tickle me and be like, like try to tickle me, and I'll be like, no, stop. And then I'm like, stop, don't touch me, stop, get out, like, get out of the room. And like, I'll start yelling like, get out of the room, get away from me, don't touch me. And then Devontae's just like, oh, okay, like, all right. And then like, he leaves the room, and then I'm like mad, and I'm sitting there like, oh, why doesn't he listen? Like, he doesn't understand. Like, just stop touching me. I don't like being tickled. And then 5 minutes later, I'm sitting there and I'm like, that should not have went that way. Like, he did not deserve to get yelled at like that. Like, that was a little much. Like, he's just tickling you. He's not choking you out. Calm down, you know? And like, I don't know. And those type of things happen a lot to where like it's too much. That's one of the biggest reasons why I want to get this taken out. Cause I'll be damned if I lose him over a stupid birth control. Like, no, no. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh my God! Wow! Oh my God!
That is like another thing that like goes on with me. So I can't sleep. My temper is really bad with Devontae. And then I have like, there will be certain days where I'm like, whoa, let's get it vlogging. Yeah, we're about to vlog, what we're about to do today. And then I'm like that all in the morning, like, ooh, cooking breakfast, singing, dancing. And then within like a couple of hours, I'm like, I don't want to do this today. And my whole mood just gets like real dark. And I'm just like, I don't want to move around today. I don't want to be awake today. Like, that's how I get, and it sucks so bad, especially with what we do, because I don't want to show you guys like me being sad or whatever, which more than likely we do, because we're just real like that. We want you guys to see that we're real people. We go through the same things you guys do. I don't always want it to be like that. And with my birth control, it's constantly like this, and it's times 10, times 100 since we moved in with each other. And like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what my body is doing, but it's like that. And then like, I'm constantly like not eating right. Like, and I know that it's because my birth control, because I'm always like craving like things late at night, and then like, but just like stupid stuff. Like, I want Chick-fil-A at 10 at night. Like, what are you doing though? Like, somebody said, how do you handle the pain if there is any? This doesn't give me any type of pain at all. Somebody asked, did it hurt when they put in the birth control? Before they did anything, they like put a needle on me. They pushed some medicine in there, and then it numbed that whole area to where I couldn't feel anything. Then they got a little scalpel, cut it open, inserted it. The whole thing lasted maybe 3 minutes. I didn't need no stitches or nothing like that. It's not like a dash and they like flip your skin, they're like dissect it. It's nothing like that. It's just literally, it's such a tiny little, okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this scar right here. It's this little tiny scar right here. All they did was like cut that open, insert it, and the whole thing is like all right here. I can feel it, it's all right there. It's funny when my friends ask about it, I'm like, do you want to feel it? But yeah, so no, it didn't hurt. None of that hurt. I'm hoping that when I get it taken out, it's the same way and it doesn't hurt. My mood swings with this are pretty serious. As I said earlier, I'll yell at Devontae, and then 5 minutes later, I'm like, I shouldn't have done that. And you know, so my mood swings are really, really bad. I'll be all happy in the morning, and then a couple hours later, I'm like, yeah, no. So my mood swings are constantly like that. I want to say on a daily basis, I have a lot of mood swings. Actually, a couple weeks ago, or maybe it was like a week ago, in the car, Devontae was saying something to me, and I was just in the car, just irritated, just mad for no reason. Like, I was just irritated, and Devontae was trying to talk to me, and I was like, and he's just like, okay. Because at this point, honestly, Devontae's used to it. So I give him a lot of props. I want y'all to give him props in the comments too for being with me this long, because I've given him some shit, okay? So I was just like mad for no reason, and I'm like, nah, like, no, don't talk to me. And then I asked, I don't know what it was, but maybe like 3 minutes after that, I asked him something. Then I start laughing about it. We were both laughing about it because, like I said, Devontae's used to it. And then like a song comes on, and I'm like in the car, like, oh, like hella dancing. And then I kind of sat back, and I was like, just happy, just sitting there. And then I was like, oh my God, like, was that a mood swing? Like, did my mood just swing? Like, I was like, what the hell? And then I pointed out, and I told him, like, did you see that? Like, I was irritated right now. I was mad. And then all of a sudden I'm dancing to music and I'm laughing with you. Like, did you see that? And Devontae was like, I seen it. And I was like, oh my God, like, that's so crazy. Like, it's literally not even funny. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I don't know how he does it. Somebody said pros and cons. I don't know if there's any pros to this. For me, I don't know if there's any pros to this. I can't think of any. It didn't help me with my period. I mean, my period's normal. I mean, in the beginning it wasn't, but it's just normal. Maybe the only pro is that you don't get pregnant on it. So somebody said, did it cause you to break out? This is a really good question. So if you guys have been watching our channel, then you know that maybe even a year ago or months ago, around the time where we first started our channel, my face was really, really bad. Girl. and boys. It was bad. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. And like, I was so insecure about it. And then finally, like, it got to a point where I was like, I can't keep putting makeup over this. Like, first of all, the makeup wasn't helping. The makeup was making it look worse. So I was like, you know what? I can't keep putting makeup over this. I have to stop wearing makeup. So in a lot of the vlogs from back then, I'm not wearing any makeup and my face is just, ugh, broken out, just acne everywhere. I was just like, oh my God. And it was a lot. Now, I was told that I had a chemical reaction to, one of the products that I was using. I'm not for sure which one because I was using maybe like 3 new ones at that time, but I stopped using all those completely, and my face was just getting worse and worse and worse. And it was like that. My face got really, really bad for about 5 months, I want to say. Maybe 4 months, 4 or 5 months, maybe even longer. I don't know. I didn't want to keep count. I just wanted it to be over. I think that it was the birth control. Now, mind you, I'm not a person that gets acne. And when I was younger, in middle school, elementary school, whatever, I didn't get acne. When I got pregnant, I didn't get acne. Like, acne just, I mean, I would get like a breakout here and there, like regular stuff, or I would break out here and there whenever I was gonna start my period. That's normal. But as soon as I got on my period, or when I got off my period, the breakouts would go away. That's normal. Again, this happened when I first got with Devontae. It kind of seems like Devontae's the root to all these problems. I don't know. So when I first got with Devontae, my face little by little started getting worse and worse and worse. Thinking about it, I think that it probably was the birth control. Like I said, I didn't break out when I first got the birth control. Now, I didn't start breaking out until maybe like 9 months later. I think that's still a side effect. So I think that it was the birth control that really, really made me break out. I had to work on my skin so much to get it to where it is now. And I still think that I have like scars from when I first broke out, and like my skin can get really, really bad sometimes now. But that's just, if I stop taking care of it, my skin will get bad. Someone said, did you go to a regular doctor or a Planned Parenthood? I went to Planned Parenthood on Fulton Street in Fresno. That's where I went to go get mine put in. It didn't cost anything. My Medi-Cal covered it. I'm 16 years old. When do you think is the best time to go on to birth control? I think the best time to go on birth control is once you are sexually active. I don't think that you guys should like not go on birth control. I think that birth control is cool and everything, but just for me, for myself, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing this. Maybe I'll change my mind, but I'm not doing the birth control thing anymore. I think that if you are really young and you're sexually active, either use protection. You know what type of protection I'm talking about. Make your partner use protection if your partner's the guy. If you don't want to get on birth control, then make sure you are doing that. And even that doesn't always work. So I would recommend getting on birth control. I would recommend just telling your mom, or just maybe having like your cool aunt or your cool older sister take you to Planned Parenthood. They will not tell your parents. They keep everything confidential over there. Literally, they will not tell your parents. Just go over there, get on birth control, and like if your mom finds out, just be like, look, I'm just trying to say, I just don't want to get pregnant. I'm just trying to stay safe. Do you want a grandbaby or do you want me to stay in school? Which one? I just think once you're sexually active, I think that yes, you should get on birth control. So somebody asked, how much has your birth control affected your daily mood, lifestyle, and physical health? Like I said, guys, I just explained everything. I think that for myself, it did not work out for me. I should have gotten this taken out so long ago. I just was oblivious to it all, and I didn't think like that it was the birth control. I just thought like, I'm growing up. This is just the way my attitude is coming. No, that's not, no. No, it affects my daily lifestyle. It affects my job, YouTube. You guys see how much we stopped uploading and everything, and I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to, my birth control, not YouTube. I don't want to do my birth control no more. I don't want to live for my birth control. I want to do what I love. I want to vlog. I want to be with Devontae and Julia. I want to be happy every day. I want to go to sleep at nighttime. I don't want to yell at Devontae for no reason. I don't want to do none of that no more. So I just want to be happy. Like, I just want to be happy again and just love life and stop being like so moody all the time. Ugh, you guys, like, it sucks so bad. Like, it really, really does. I don't know. And I know the big question that you guys are probably all thinking, are we gonna have a baby now? When do we plan on having a baby? All this stuff. Look, okay, me and Devontae, as of right now, I don't think that we want to have a baby right now. I honestly don't think so. Sire is such a child. Oh my gosh, when they say dogs are like children, dogs are like children. I love Sire to death. I really do. I would never give him up. But Sire is a handful. Now, he's not even a real child. So there's that, okay? I'm just not ready for another baby right now. Devontae, on the other hand, he's ready for a baby. But it doesn't matter to him. I'm the one that's going to be having the baby. So he wants whatever I want. I'm just not ready right now. But while saying that, I know that I'm going to be off birth control. Obviously, we're going to try our best to use protection and all that. If God has something else in store for us, then God has something else in store. If I end up pregnant in a month, 2 months, 3 months, if I end up pregnant soon, that's what God wanted. I'm going to try to prevent it as much as I can. But if I get pregnant, I'm not going to like go and get rid of it. I'm not going to be sad over it. I just want a pregnancy to where I plan it. I want to be able to just be like, okay, yeah, like let's have a baby now. And I want to be able to find out I'm pregnant and cry like of happiness and be like, yes, I'm pregnant. And I want to like surprise Devontae with this, like do it so big. And I want to surprise Juliet and surprise my family and my friends. And I want to do it like that, you know? I would hate to like find out that I'm pregnant and be like, what? Like I would hate for it to come as a shock. God has something in store for us and he has something in store for us. Like I said, it's all in God's hands. I'm going to do my part, but he's also going to do his. So yeah, guys, that pretty much concludes this video. I know a lot of you have been asking for me to do this already, so there you go. Share this with all your friends. Send the links to them. Share it with everyone. Post it on your Facebook. Post it wherever you want. I need this video to get out there. I need other girls to know that it's okay to get on this birth control, but just watch out, okay? I just want you guys to all know that I'm not against birth control. I just don't want it anymore, okay? Stay tuned though for tomorrow's video. It's gonna be me getting the birth control actually taken out, and then after that I'll keep you guys updated with how I'm feeling, if anything has changed and all that. So make sure you guys subscribe so that way you guys know, and also turn on your post notifications, girl. Alright guys, so if you guys haven't already, give this video a huge thumbs up. Please like the video, it helps us out a lot. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Also hit the little bell icon down below to get notified every single time we
Post a new video.
So for those of you who are new to this channel, or at least relatively new, my name's Anicia.
My name's Devontae.
Her name's Juliet. His name's Sire. And this is the Life of Us Vlogs, where every day it's more bullshit.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.